Spirit's been trying to get me to tell this story, to be vulnerable about how I've been in a 12-year long relationship, nobody before him. Um, and yeah, that's the story that I'm supposed to be talking about in relation to my heart. But instead, I want to talk about the spiritual chastity belt, because during the process of me trying to tell this goddamn story 1,000 fucking times, it keeps coming up because I feel like you need to know this. You can have a spiritual chastity belt. Mind you, I've always been like that. I'm not really like a promiscuous type of person. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just using a label to describe what I'm not. So, anyways, that being said, when I did try to shoot my shot in a sexual direction, Spirit locks it down. And I've tried like a few times, and Spirit's like, nope, we're not having that. That's not going to work for you. Sorry, boo. And so now I tried a couple years ago. I thought I was trying to shoot my shot sexually, but I have to have emotional connection. So I was just trying to fucking build the connection. That's what I'm always trying to do half the time. These niggas don't know it. I just want to build the connection. But that turned out to be a very heavy spiritual connection, which taught me about how my heart wasn't completely open yet. Because when it was forced open, I realized that I still had the same kind of traumas, and I was still going to show up. I hadn't completely healed from those things yet. So that was about my heart. But anyways, spiritual lockdown. And then just recently, the only other time that I was trying, because it was a spiritual connection again, like a heavy one, I was like, okay, that's not just about sex. That was about my heart being open enough to try this. Didn't go anywhere, but also a spiritual fucking lockdown, because I did try to shoot myself sexually and it didn't work. Because real thing, you can have a spiritual chastity belt. Look at this, bitch. I got one. Now, it's not like I'm trying to brag, but there's a level of understanding that the path that I chose was extremely spiritual, and so is the fact that I haven't been able to give my spiritual energy or my sexual energy to anyone, because it's potent and powerful, and it's not meant for everybody, and I'm not meant to give it to everybody, and that's okay. So there is a connection. So even though I'm supposed to be vulnerable, I guess I'm being vulnerable about something. Maybe not the thing Spirit wants me to talk about, but I'm talking about it, so maybe. Right? The point is, or at least a point I'm trying to make it seem like I'm making a point, instead of just talking about the fact that I have a spiritual chastity belt to kind of put Spirit on blast, is that we learn lessons through people, and our physical reality is a representation of our spiritual connectedness, and they both play a part, and they are necessary to be acknowledged if you want to move in this world truthfully and authentically. Okay, I brought it around.